You stupid idiots!
Where I don't know if it's coming up. I wait for like a certain hit. I think it's right here. I also feel like this has gone way too long. All right, as usual for the second time. This is
usual enough, right?
This is the Stupid Idiots Wrestling Podcast. Calvin suggested not doing this, but I want to introduce us every single time. My name is Negative Jeff.
God damn, you're right. The other Calvin over here. He's always stealing my shit, all right? You guys don't know what goes on behind the scenes, but he's taking all, the credit for all of my hard work.
Look, man, I know you've had a problem with lying in the past, and I don't want that to carry on over here. Look, this is a room of honesty and openness, so...
we have to be professionals here, right?
All right. What was the last one? We covered... That was the first one, right?
Yeah.
So SummerSlam, Raw, all that crazy shit.
Yeah, we have Raw from...
Finn Balor fucking...
Being fucking Finn Balor.
Yeah, well, I mean, he wins, though, right? And then Raw, he has to relinquish, so... Wonder what happens this week. Before we start, I just want to let you guys know, also Calvin's fault, he didn't want to do this episode today. So...
If you guys can't see me, I'm sitting here with a shocked look on my face. Like, what? What is this?
I mean, I could screenshot the Facebook message. We have a new setup coming in, and of course it gets delayed the day we're going to use it. And Calvin's like, "Well, we just won't do it today."
I was like, "Did you?"
And
not
I told
want to
him,
do it?
for the fans, we're going to do this, even if we have to yell into the shitty webcam mic. We're still doing this for you guys.
That is the love we have for our fans, all 24 of you.
Yeah, there you go. All right, well, let's kick this off. And then also with this, you might as well just accept that Calvin essentially didn't watch this one either. So, of course...
All right.
Being the superhero that I am, I will carry you through this.
Here's the deal, okay? I don't pay for cable because it's fucking stupid. So I have to watch the Hulu versions or, watch the month version or month later version on the WWE Network. And apparently Hulu gives me like 2 fucking matches out of like the 28 they had that night.
Yeah, when we get together, we have to go over the matches because he doesn't get all of them. And
I get all the SmackDown.
And this usually it's okay. Usually it's only a couple of matches, but this week he got fucked. You got, what was it, like 3 matches out of Raw?
Yeah.
There was like, I don't know if you know this, it was a record-breaking Raw for matches. There were 27 matches, and you got 3 of them.
I got fucked worse than Eva Marie does out of her fucking main event title matches.
That's all I want to do.
I hate Eva Marie.
All right, let's go into Raw. So Raw started this week with a segment with the 4 finalists, and that being Owens, Reigns, Cass, and Rollins. Right?
Yeah, I believe I said Cass wasn't in the match, right? Last week, and you said he was. I can't remember how that went.
I mean, look, if you want to bring up old shit, harp on shit that happened last week, whatever. So anyway, I thought it was great what they were doing. Just when they were just out there just talking shit on each other. Of course, Reigns he didn't have to say anything. Every time the camera cut to him, the crowd booed like crazy. Made me laugh so fucking hard.
The big dog doesn't need to talk, man. He doesn't need the bark. His bite's all there.
I hate that motherfucker so much. But my favorite thing was when they put it to Owens, and he just went off on everyone, and especially Corey Graves, and was just acting like a fucking asshole.
He's like the perfect asshole. I mean,
well, that's why I love that he's teamed up with Jericho, because those two complement each other so well. But yeah, he's out there just if you haven't seen it, please go watch it. I don't have the audio for you because it's Raw. They're fucking very strict about pulling their shit down. Mm-hmm. But goddamn, dude, it's so funny.
He's on point every time.
He did go out. He was saying that now that Sami Zayn isn't in the mix, and the second he said Sami Zayn, my favorite part of it was Seth Rollins popped. He was like, "I did that. That was me. I did that. He's out because of me." And I just thought it was funny because it was such like a childish like look at me thing, and that's all that's his character. You know, he wants to, you know, be seen and get all the attention and
playing off the whole, you know, like he's a danger in the ring too. Like
yeah.
everyone. It's genius.
Oh god, I forgot to change a screensaver. That's gonna fuck me up a lot. So, you know, like I said, Owen shit talking just on another level. And then the one thing again I hate, you know, to keep going on with the Roman Reigns thing. They get into a goddamn fight, and then of course it ends with Roman looking strong.
Superman punch.
And if you don't get the reference of Roman looking strong, fuck, what's that dude's name? The guy, he's friends with CM Punk. He does the Art of Wrestling podcast.
Oh, Colt Cabana?
Yeah. If you haven't listened to that podcast with him and CM Punk, like the big pod, because I think he's done 2 of them now with CM Punk, but like the first one after CM Punk quit, and CM Punk just fucking went nuts. He goes on about how they were like, all right, you're gonna face the Shield and, you know, take out these 2 guys, but you're gonna win, but make Roman look strong, and that's all they kept going on about. So if you haven't listened to that, please go listen to that.
It was definitely, it's worth a listen.
Definitely one of the best things I've ever listened to. But anyway, Roman looking strong at the end. But, however, when they had him and Cass kind of looking at each other towards the end, this goes back to the mid-card thing. If Cass does start getting into more singles matches, him and Roman would be a really good feud.
Yeah.
But, you know, why would they do
I'm not
that?
a huge Roman fan, but I could definitely see I think
so,
some potential there.
First match was Chris Jericho.
This is where I'm going to bow out for a bit because Hulu, you know, fucks me.
Yeah, it's Hulu. All right. And it's so Chris Jericho and Adrian Neville. I hate that they fucking changed his name to just Neville. They've been doing that a lot lately. Like,
it was Antonio Cesaro.
Yeah,
right?
I thought Antonio Cesaro was way. I mean, I get it. It's so much easier to brand, you know, just to say Neville, Cesaro, Owens, you know, Reigns, whatever. I'm sure they're not going to take away Roman Reigns because their whole Roman Empire, and all that shit. But yeah, I mean, I get where they're at with branding and stuff, so that's cool. But Adrian Neville sounded cool, and now Neville is, I don't know. It's
like
the
a guy
same
who should
thing.
wear a pocket protector to the ring, you know? Like, I'm here with the Geek Squad, sir. I'm going to fix your computer.
I mean, he still looks like that, though. I mean, let's not
He
give
looks like an elf.
I was gonna say you get a fucking button up on that dude. You know that guy's getting his ass whooped.
Him and Mick Foley could do like a Christmas tag team, you know?
So the way this, god damn it, I forgot that Mick Foley's like obsessed with Santa Claus. And have you seen that shit yet? Doesn't he have like a documentary or something out about the Santa Claus or something?
Oh shit, I think so.
I haven't watched it yet. Oh my, just like with the pen. Oh my god.
I'm sorry to our 24 fans.
There you go. All right, so before this started, there was like a backstage segment with Jericho. Who's the guy that interviews all the people now, the little clean-cut kid? Do you know who I'm talking about?
Shit, is it? No, it's not Byron Sexton.
No, it's not. It's not like a known dude. It's some like little white guy.
I can't think of it.
Anyway, so Jericho's talking to him, and he's sitting there. He's like, "Do you know what he's gonna get? You know, do you know what's coming to him?" And the guy's just, "It." He's like, "No, he's not gonna get it. What does that even mean?" You know, he just trashes him, and he's like, "He's gonna get the gift of Jericho." And then he goes, he goes, "Drink it in, man." But then he holds, but so when he does it, he holds his arms out like this. And the guy's face is like right here on camera, so he goes like, "Drink it in, man," and then like moves his arm above, like in front of the guy's face, so the camera can't see him. It was great because he was holding it there for like a solid 4 or 5 seconds, and then like you can kind of see that he notices that he's still in frame, so he goes, it just fucking bumps his arm up. God damn, dude, it's so funny.
Jericho's such an amazing like shit talker. I don't know, or just
oh, dude,
the guy is hilarious.
I love that he's sticking around. I mean, I'm not a big fan of his musical shit. Like, I don't like Fozzy. I mean, seriously, that's
members of Stuck Mojo. That might be the only ones.
That's so weird because Stuck Mojo was like the shit when I was in like 7th grade, and now they're like.
How old were you in 7th grade?
Oh, God, 13, something
Simple
like that.
Plan was the shit when you were in
Simple Plan
grade.
fucking sucks. Let's not even go there.
No, all right.
Don't you like Bowling for Soup? Like,
hey, we are not bringing up Bowling for Soup, right? They are freaking musical geniuses.
Oh my god! All right, I mean, if
This is a wrestling podcast. We're not going to talk about music.
okay. So,
And that's the truth.
you know, nothing too extraordinary in this match. There were a lot of dives, as fucking usual, like I always say.
I have seriously like noted. I hate you for pointing that out. Like, you ever watch? Was it How I Met Your Mother, where they're like glass shatter? Psh,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't see anything else but dive, and I'm like, God damn
Well,
you,
and
negative
this-
Jeff.
I was-
God damn you.
I was thinking about this the other night too. I was like, because I was, I don't remember if I was watching Raw or SmackDown or what it was, but I was thinking about something, and then that came up where it was like, oh, you point, and ever since you pointed out, I notice it all the time. And I was sitting there thinking, I was like, man, I wonder if I'm just going to ruin wrestling for him. Like, I'm just going to point out like all this stupid shit, and then Calvin's just going to start to hate wrestling. And I'm
then
going to turn
go
this
into a political
I was
podcast
gonna
after
say,
this.
I'm going to turn this sweet young boy away from his everything he's loved for such a long time. But anyway, back to the match. You know, nothing crazy. Like I said, couple dives, stuff like that, just standard back and forth. However, one thing that I did notice that was really good was Neville did I can't remember if it was a backflip or front flip off the apron, but Jericho caught him really well and, you know, went down how you're supposed to. And again, that just reminded me of like how good of a worker Jericho is, because like, dude, guys are not good at like really catching people anymore. And with all these fucking dives, that's why the dive thing came up, because JR, you know, if you guys don't know who JR is, guy used to be an announcer for WWE. He was
Shame on you if you
essentially
don't
the best one ever. And, you know, he did post a thing where he was saying that, you know, suicide dives are unnecessary, they're risky, and there's not a lot of payoff anymore. They used to only happen once in a while, and they were fucking crazy when they happened, you know. But now it's fucking every match. But yeah, Jericho just reminded me of how good, like, even though we praise him on the mic, he's such a good in-ring worker, and he can still, like, he can fucking carry anybody and make anybody look good. But that catch was clean, but, like, with one of the things that I saw that was really bad was, do you remember that match on Raw where Cody Rhodes did that fucking backflip off the fucking cage?
Oh, yeah.
Remember that? And fucking Road Dogg didn't fucking... He,
He
like,
was just
stepped
like-
out of the way. And Cody just goes...
Cody just
boom! Yeah, it was fucking terrible.
poor Cody.
Well, and that's the thing. It's like, you know, Road Dogg, they're all professionals. So, like, how do you not... I mean, I think he was just like, this is a little too much of a fucking leap. But Cesaro, he's really good at catching people, too, though. And I think that's, like, a big deal now. Like, even though it's, like, a little thing that kind of goes unnoticed, like, the safety that Jericho puts in for people is fucking incredible. But, yeah, had a great catch on him. And,
So who went over in that match?
well, actually, there was I don't remember what it was a reversal out of, but Jericho caught him and flipped him over into a lion tamer and tapped him.
Nice.
So Jericho wins by lion tamer. It was fantastic. And then a backstage segment that you did see, right? You saw the segment where they introduced each other, right?
And the club?
No.
no.
Bailey and the New Day. Did you see where they got introduced?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so when she's walking in, right,
They're
like she's all happy.
Hey, we want some Bailey. I like that. I'm
All
a
right.
huge New Day fan, okay?
These guys are fucking clowns, dude.
They are clowns, but I feel
Not
like...
in a good way. That's not what I'm saying. Okay, look. Here's the opening shot if you didn't see it. Fucking Bailey's like walking through the halls. She's like, "Hi, I'm Bailey." And she's like hugging like Tex and, you know, people that are just back there. And then she walks on to New Day. And New Day are these fucking cartoon characters. Like, they're sitting there like throwing cereal into their face and like trying to eat it. And then Big E is like, yeah, fucking hilarious, Calvin. It's so great. And then Big E has like one of the belts and he's like rocking it like a baby saying shh. And it's like, dude, I understand, like, are they just around for the kids or something? Like, I don't
think
get
they
it.
are. Like, I mean, sometimes they have a little bit, we'll say, PG-13 humor, but I think it's mostly a stab for the kids and the
Fucking
cereal lovers.
Pieces of shit.
And the fans of unicorns and magic. But, I mean, I'm just saying, not
Anyway,
saying what I'm saying.
so they get introduced to each other backstage and they're all freaking out about each other. I couldn't give less of a shit about the New Day, but I fucking love Bailey.
How could you not love Bailey?
Oh, God, dude.
Like, I feel like if you don't love Bailey, you need to just die. No, I don't suggest dying, actually. I'm sorry.
That's how I feel
I want to
about
get a
her.
hug from her. That's my goal in
Look,
life.
she needs to
Bucket
hug.
list.
She needs to hug something else on me. Is all I'm saying.
He has a pretty fantastic beard for those of you who...
That's not what I wanted to hug on, but all right, we'll go with that too. Whatever, So
Sidetrack, sorry.
She, they get introduced, and Dana Brooke comes out. She's kind of talking shit on her, and so you see that they're kind of setting up a match for later. So anyway, that transitions into Nia Jax versus another jobber. And
I feel like I didn't miss much with this Hulu match, so I thank them for that.
well, no, because in my notes it says, "Who cares? Don't know what they're gonna do with her. Like, she can't hang with Sasha Banks or Charlotte.
No, there's no way in hell she could be at that level.
So what is she gonna do? I mean, like,
I think she's
are they gonna eventually get her up there, or like what's gonna happen? Because I mean, do they do it to where it's almost like Brock versus, like Spike Dudley? Do you remember that shit where he powerbombed him like 30 times?
I don't think that like a beast woman would be a very... I mean, I'm not saying women can't be beasts, like Lesnar or anything.
No,
I
that
just don't
bitch
think
is
that
beast,
it
tell
would
me
work
what.
very well. I think they're just going to have her be a squash, person for a while, and then eventually team up with the champion and kind of be like the, AJ, Tamina, Snuka kind of
Okay,
deal going on,
yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. That
be more
shit's,
of the muscle for the match.
that shit's been done though. But
Yeah, but because I can't really see her doing anything more.
But
than
again,
like a 3-star match.
here's okay. You had a theory earlier that we will talk about later that you did mention. Remember with Stephanie?
Oh yes.
So
yes.
you have a theory we will get into. I have a theory about Nia Jax. Okay.
All right.
I said last week that I didn't understand where these squash matches were going with Braun. I don't know where her squash matches are going. So what I think is they're both going to become so unbeatable that they're going to face each other.
Or they're going to become a power couple.
There
and
you
they're
go.
always like, let's squash each other together.
Oh, that's so gross. I really hope it ends up being those two fighting each other. And I hope Braun just fucking kills her. But anyway, obviously we said squash match, so you know who fucking won that.
The jobber.
Yes, there you go. And then the next match was how do you say his last name? It's Jinder what?
Mahal.
Jinder Mahal, and he used to be in that fucking
That 3-man band.
fucking. I would rather have them than New Day, and I fucking hated the 3-man band.
He was something else before that, wasn't he?
A piece of shit.
Like, I don't know, some Arab knockoff that was
So he stayed the same the entire time. Huh?
Like that. I don't know.
So Jinder Mahal versus Sami Zayn. In my notes, I say no one cares. Prove me wrong. So if anyone can prove me wrong, please do. Because
Obviously,
no one gives a
Hulu
shit.
proved him right because I didn't get to watch this match.
Exactly. So there you go.
Hulu's like, I bet you Negative Jeff's going to say no one cares. Prove me wrong. So let's not even waste Calvin's time and put this match on.
Exactly. This thing did kind of piss me off, though. I don't have it pulled up, but I'll kind of talk about it from
Who
memory.
won that match?
Who?
Sami Zayn.
I don't fucking know. Who cares? I really don't think I have. I don't think.
I'm guessing Zayn won because Jinder Mahal is nothing.
Yeah, fuck it. Zayn won. Let's go with that. If he didn't win, you didn't hear it here.
And put it in our notes. Comment on our Facebook page.
Yeah, there you go. Anyway, there was a segment where they kind of cut back to a like an announcer's desk with like Lita and Booker T and all that. Oh God, Lita. So they did a segment like an update on Sasha's injury on her back.
Oh yeah.
And the whole thing was basically like Sasha was just sitting there and she's like, this is what's going to happen, blah, blah, blah. I'm very mad at Charlotte. She was trying to kill me in that ring. She could have ended my career and that's bullshit and this and that. And it's like, okay, I understand that this is like the bit, but the thing is I read that as soon as that match was over, where she botched a bunch of shit that we were talking about at SummerSlam, I believe. Charlotte went to the back and she got her fucking ass chewed for dropping her, which I can understand. But here's the problem. Like, I guess Charlotte just got fucking tore into.
God damn.
But here's the thing. Sasha botched as well. She didn't botch as much, but you know what? That one weird little flip off the thing, she's the one who cracked her fucking neck off the mat. Charlotte dropped her, but still. Like, it's fucking retarded that only she got yelled at and Sasha didn't get shit for it. So it's kind of gay that they're fucking putting this, like, you know what I mean? Where it's like, oh, well, she was trying to kill me, blah, blah, blah. It's like, bitch, she got yelled at in real life for your fucking up.
Don't
you fucked
this.
up, too, you fucking asshole. I mean, I still love you, but...
Mostly her cousin or uncle or whatever the fuck Snoop Dogg is to her, right?
Yeah, so... Anyway... So that kind of pissed me off. And then the next match was New Day and Bailey versus Gallows, Anderson, and Dana. And you got to see this one, right?
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I know you hate the New Day, but I honestly think putting Bailey with them was such a genius, I don't know, move on WWE's part.
I can understand it because they both have kind of like the same energy and they have crazy like walkouts or whatever.
Yeah, they have the wacky waving inflatable arm filling. I can't say that, tube men.
yeah. So the first thing I noticed when they walked out was, and it says right here, my first note for this is bunch of idiots with dildos on their heads. So
They're unicorn horns.
Fucking dildos.
I think, who was it? Somebody made fun of it and said they wore dildos one. Probably Jericho, I think. I don't know. We'll have to look it up.
Oh, I'm sure he did
the times,
because he's a smart man. All right.
They do look like dildos. Though. They should have done something else besides unicorn horns, like, I don't know, unicorn tails. Or some
So
shit.
I'm not really interested in this match. I don't give a fuck. I'm really only staring at Bailey's ass at this point.
The only thing I guess I could say, like, my favorite part about this is watching Bailey, because you can tell, like, she has got a love for this business that I don't think anybody else in there has. Like, she's just sitting there. I put in my notes, actually. She's smiling and she doesn't hold it back. Like, she genuinely loves. And I think
You can tell she's excited to be there. My only other note, I had really nothing positive to say about Bailey because, you know, my hard dick every time she comes out says it all for me. However, my other note on here is, let's see if Kofi gets tagged in and then jumps off the rope and clotheslines somebody. Oh, there it goes. How new and exciting.
The only thing I have that I was wondering, I guess, too, is when are they going to dance in the match? Which I believe mid-match they had the dance break.
Yeah, they did do that because they went to a commercial over that, right?
Mm-hmm.
God damn it!
I loved watching Bailey dance too.
I don't know how it ended. I don't care. Fucking New Day won.
New Day wins, yeah.
So and then also this is my favorite thing I get to do because when Calvin doesn't watch stuff, I get to go Sheamus match. Who cares?
Oh, I did get to watch the Sheamus match.
Oh, god damn it!
Which I was pretty impressed with the Sheamus match. What was he? He back body dropped Cesaro into the post on the outside, and Cesaro got injured. Then he locks on the Cloverleaf to go 2-0 in their best of 7 match.
Is that what his move's called? It's called the Cloverleaf.
Yeah, it's normally the Texas Cloverleaf, but he's from Ireland, so he calls it just the Cloverleaf. Anyways, though, and now they're saying Cesaro's injured, so he's gonna go get his ass kicked again, and Sheamus is going to be 3-0, so Cesaro's going to have to fight up to tie the series.
Yeah, he's going to win all 4 of them or whatever.
Yeah, 4 out of 7. Anyway, so Sheamus won that one because he injured Cesaro.
So, he ruined it for me, so I didn't get to do my favorite thing. There was a brawn squash match, which he fought a luchador guy. But I thought I did kind of like this angle, though. He beat the shit out of this lucha guy, this little dude. And when he was done, he ripped his mask off. And that's like a big thing in the lucha. But here's the thing, though. I was thinking, I said when I was watching this, I was writing down in my notes, I was like, who the fuck cares? I don't give a fuck about this lucha shit. If your name ain't La Parka or Psychosis, miss me with that shit, motherfucker. All right? I don't give a fuck. Leave me alone. Where's La Parka at? I want him to fucking play guitar in the chair. All right? That's all I want. So that happened. And then there was Stephanie had an announcement. So she was going to talk to Paul Heyman. Mm-hmm. And she was officially fining Brock Lesnar $500. And, okay, that's so, come on, man. If you're trying to make a storyline, make it realistic.
Right.
$500. Hey, $250,000. You violated all this, and
huge policy,
we're a public company. We can't be showing blood, this and that, blah blah blah. But no, they didn't do that. It was great because when Paul Heyman came out, there were a lot of ECW chants, and then of course Stephanie, being the great heel and talker that she is, she's like, "Oh yes, I know. I bought ECW from Paul Heyman."
That part. I thought that was such a nice little jab.
Oh, she shut him down so hard, but then the fans came right back with CM Punk chants. And I was like, well, he got her there. They got her there. So
until she buys UFC, then.
Yeah, damn, dude, UFC just sold. I don't know if we talk. Well, we don't really talk about UFC on here, but UFC just sold from their original, or not their original owners, but it just sold for $4 billion. It's apparently the highest sports exchange purchasing ever. $4 billion.
Until our podcast gets bought.
Exactly, until we sell out. $4.1 billion, please. Or no, $4 billion and $1. is what we'll sell
Price
this
is
for.
right, that shit.
There you go.
4 billion and one, please.
So they have a really good segment. Paul comes out there and does what fucking Paul does best. And you saw this too,
Yeah,
right?
he's such a like wonderful asshole. Just throwing. I mean, like you know, if you guys didn't see it, he was paying her in one.
Yeah, he was
so he's
was
like,
paying Brock
one-
Lesnar's fine.
Just and the way he did it, 1, 2.
Just throwing money on the floor.
Oh, it was brilliant. Like he's such a fucking asshole. You can't help but hate him, but love exactly like every minute of him in the ring.
Great talker. Like, I don't what was his name in ECW? Wasn't it like Paulie Dangerously or some shit? God damn,
And he would always wear his fucking baseball cap
with his fucking ponytail. Yep.
Uh,
Really good. I love what he was saying about Brock and how he's building him up, up and saying that he's coming and all that shit.
Yeah.
After that, there was another shitty fight, which again, part of my favorite thing.
oh, sorry, you can say it this time.
Oh, okay. So you didn't get to see
No,
it?
I didn't.
My notes say. My notes say a couple of black guys fight. What else is new? So there's that. Glad we don't have sponsors. I'm still on this page. So then it goes into the Fatal 4-Way, which is the main event, right?
Yeah. Wait, wasn't there the backstage segment before the Fatal 4-Way?
Which one?
The one with Stephanie and Seth Rollins. Which
Oh, okay, yeah. So I
get into
didn't
it.
see all of this. I only caught part of it, but I want you to. Okay, here's what I want you to do. I want you to explain the whole segment. All right,
All right.
just go through it, and then. Well, shit. You got to remember though, you can't spoil. We haven't talked
Oh,
about.
yeah.
So how about this? How about we talk about the match?
And then we'll
Tell
talk
them what
about-
happens, and then we'll go back. We'll talk about your
All right.
We'll talk about the segment, and then you can.
Well, I guess if I just can talk a little bit about the segment, maybe.
All right.
do
How
not-
about this?
okay.
Explain the segment. Just explain what happened,
Yeah.
and then we'll talk about the match, and then we'll go back.
It
and,
was just Steph and Rollins are kind of in the back, and he gives her a hug and everything. She does it back, and he's like, "I won't let you down, Steph." And that was kind of
Yeah, because he's
what
been
led
working
into
with the
match.
Authority for a
Yeah.
long time, and
So you kind of were like, "Oh, it's the Authority," angle. They're bringing that back. But
yeah,
then-
because Steph, she was going off about, if you remember on the first Raw, how she was saying that Roman Reigns ruined everything, and all that, and because she was trying to get Rollins to be the champ again.
Yeah.
And- all right, so Fatal 4-Way. The first thing I noticed, Seth Rollins comes out. His new outfit is bad as fuck.
I put my notes in there. I was like, I hope Jeff was happy.
Look, it's not that I didn't like the neon fucking green that he had. It's just, it's too weird for his character.
I felt like that was proof that he listens to us.
Yeah, there you go. That vest was fucking cool, though. I dug that a lot. My next, once they kicked it off, in my notes, it's just, like I said earlier, this is showing that a Cass and Reigns match by themselves would be pretty good, and I wouldn't have a big deal with that. So anything you got to say on this?
I kind of have in there no big surprise. I mean, I obviously knew Cass was going to be the first one to go.
Yeah, because Owens eliminated him.
Yeah, that's
And
what I
then-
have. Cass, first to go. Then Reigns gets pinned next.
Yeah, so it was. I love how anything Roman does in the entire match, no matter who he's throwing a punch at, he gets booed, fucking so hard. And then, all right. So anyway, the match is going. There's really nothing to speculate, or not speculate, but there's really nothing to watch or be excited about, because it's you can tell it's going to be one of those matches. There's going to be a couple big spots, and then that's it.
It was a decent match.
However, fucking Rollins gets thrown out of the ring, and then what happens?
Triple H comes in.
Triple motherfucking H comes back, motherfucker! God damn, I'm so excited.
I have to fix my mic. Hold on. But yeah, Triple H comes. What is he? Pedigree Reigns outside.
Yeah,
right?
he pedigrees Reigns, throws him in the fucking ring, and then he gets in Rollins' face, and he's like, "Come on, let's go,"
And
or
you're
whatever.
Like, oh, the Authority's coming back.
Yeah, Triple H is here to save the day, give Rollins the title, throws Rollins in the ring, fucking pins him 1, 2, 3. Reigns is eliminated. Now it's just Owens and Rollins. And then Triple H goes over to grab Kevin Owens, turns around, pedigrees Seth Rollins. What the fuck?
Not only did he pedigree Seth Rollins, he pedigreed my heart.
Exactly. But
Shattered that. Boom.
this is one thing, though, that I love Triple H being back for, is I understand what he did where he like gave Rollins his move because, you know, I fucking hate that they got rid of the curb stomp.
Yeah.
It's so fucking dumb, and it was such a fucking great move too.
It was.
So but here's the thing, like Rollins, while he is a big guy, he's too small for the pedigree. But goddamn, man, when Triple H hits that motherfucker,
he does it beautifully.
yeah. So anyway, he fucking turns around, kicks Seth Rollins, pedigrees
There
him.
goes my dream for the Authority coming
And
back.
the look on fucking Owen's face was fuck. And here's what I want to know,
Part
because
of me doesn't know if they knew like how the ending was gonna go.
they've done that a couple times before with people, and that's why I was saying like his reaction. He's a fucking really good actor. He's really good on the mic, but I don't know if it was that good. You know what I mean? Like
that was like Tom Hanks shit right there.
he should have won every award. So I really hope that it was like he went back and he was like, you know, because how they do the matches. I really hope he went back. He's like, all right, Reigns, I'm gonna pedigree. You know, this is my return. I'm gonna pedigree you. Rollins gonna pin you. Owens, I'm gonna come grab you in the corner. I'm gonna pedigree you. Rollins is gonna go over. We're gonna start the Authority thing again, and then you guys are gonna kind of be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, back
you know.
and forth.
And then I really hope that it was where he went out there and then he went to grab him, and Owens was like, okay. And then he watches it unfold with all of us.
He's like, watch this shit.
Because, like I said, they've done that before where, like, right... But they haven't done it as... I don't know if they've gone as big of a surprise with it, but they have done it to where it's like, he'll grab someone, like, right before they go out. You're going over. Like, they all know, you know? And so they didn't know before they went out, which is kind of weird, but... You know, I really hope that that was the case, because it was fucking great. The look on his face was amazing, and him winning was such a fucking just out of fucking nowhere RKO. You know, fucking just.
I was genuinely excited too. I would have loved Rollins winning, but I think Owens definitely deserves this major push.
Oh yeah, well, and even though he didn't win, like he's not the one who like caused it. The crowd still was chanting, "You deserve it," you know, and going fucking crazy. Which the thing is like Owens is a bad motherfucker. You know, I don't know what they're gonna do, but as far as I know, they're gonna set this up. From what I read, was it's gonna turn into like a WrestleMania 33 feud with him and Triple H. So you know what happens? So Triple H comes back, he turns on Rollins. Now let's go back to your theory.
All right, my theory. You guys heard it here first, okay? I think they're going to do a love triangle thing with Rollins, Stephanie, and Triple H, you know? Because what you were saying right after, what was it? I don't know, the one pay-per-view, you know, Rollins was like the one that would have won and Reigns cost him. So Stephanie's always been like super on Seth Rollins all the time. So I think Triple H, you know, is like pissed. They're getting a little too close and they're going to do a little...
I think it's very interesting that you bring that up. So we'll see what happens. I mean, because they are going very Attitude Era again, and they're doing a lot of crazy shit, and that would definitely be right up that fucking alley.
It would be a good story, and I think those two could work like really good matches together too.
So my favorite thing from this entire match was not anything from the match itself, but as soon as Kevin Owens, as soon as he won, Jericho put out this tweet. And it says, "Congratulations to my best friend Kevin Owens for winning the WWE Universal title. We are going to be a great champion." So that was my favorite thing. I love that. I thought that was great. So, got anything else you want to say on that match?
No, I just, you know, I'm excited to see this love triangle unfold. What are you gonna say?
We'll see what happens. I'll be very excited if you're right.
And if WWE's listening, you're welcome.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, creative, get on it. So let's not skip it this time. So overview for the end of it. What was your best match?
Since I had like, you know, one to pick from.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm gonna have to go the Fatal 4-Way. It was actually really decent.
Yeah, that was mine too. That was my favorite one. Who was your best or favorite wrestler?
Obviously the Man. I mean, is there any other choice?
Who's the Man?
Seth freaking Rollins.
Okay, you picked Seth. Okay, I was gonna say Seth Rollins. Yeah, definitely, that's a good one. But my favorite wrestler, Triple H.
I almost went with Triple H. It was like a shock, you know. I was pretty excited.
Worst match for you?
I'm gonna have to go the Bayley New Day.
Mine was pick one because there were so many.
They were all pretty bad.
Worst wrestler for you?
I'll have to probably go with the Club. You know,
same thing. Pick one. So there we go.
This is where he throws his notes back. You know.
SmackDown kicks off where we left off with our last episode with The Miz freaking out, which, you know, I think it was a really... I don't like The Miz, but that was a great promo.
It was a fantastic promo.
So they started off by showing that, and then Miz... He came out to the ring like immediately after, right? Was he the first thing that kicked it off?
He was, walking down angry, pipe bomb ready.
Yeah, so he's in the ring screaming about all this shit, just going off. And if he would stay like this, because like I understand where his character was. If he would stay like this now and just be like, I'm fucking tired of it. Fuck you, respect, shit like that. Like, I would be a bigger fan of his. But I can't stand this fucking A+, or not A+, but A-list star bullshit.
Yeah.
It's so fucking
I feel like
annoying.
they've done this kind of, character a couple of times. They did it with The Rock when he left at first.
Yeah.
They did it with a couple other people,
Yeah, it's annoying. So
I like
he's out there freaking out, and then Ziggler, his music hits, and he comes out and he's like, "Hey man, if you want to prove to people you're not a coward, fucking wrestle me right now." That's the thing is,
be famous.
Yeah, you don't want to do anything else. You don't want to fucking wrestle. Blah 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 blah. Why don't you prove everyone wrong and fight me right now? And so, of course, it goes back and forth where Miz is like getting ready to take his shit off, and then he gets out, and then he starts to go back in, and then he gets out, and then he walks all the way up the ramp, then he starts walking back down the ramp. It's like, all right, dude, you're just go backstage. You're not gonna do anything. God damn it. Fucking drives me nuts. What do you have to say about it?
I think that perfectly describes it. It was a back, this, that. Definitely, obviously setting up for a match at Backlash. Like Ziggler's going to go talk to Bryan or something. And
yeah, well,
yada, yada,
also, one of my notes is I know you think she's super hot, but I don't know if it was the lighting. That bitch wears a lot of fucking makeup.
Hey.
Like,
it takes
Jesus
a lot of makeup
Christ.
to look beautiful, all right?
Oh
You
my
should see what
God.
I do every morning.
Fucking
Got my concealer on and, I don't know,
so,
nail polish.
you said that you saw everything for SmackDown.
Yeah.
So the first match was Hype Bros versus the Vaudevillains.
Fucking hate the Hype Bros. I like Zack Ryder. Like, I think he's decent, Never going to be, like, the face of the company or anything, but I fucking hate Mojo Rawley.
It really sucks that that Ryder won the Intercontinental belt and then lost it the next night, right?
Yes,
It was
so the fantastic, awesome one,
fuck
in
off.
the previous segment.
so goddamn stupid. I only have one note for this, and it was, what's his name from the Vaudevillains? Aiden English,
Yeah.
right? I said Aiden English may be wider than Sheamus.
I just couldn't get into it.
Yeah,
I forgot
that's
who
how I
even
felt.
fucking won the match.
Well,
I think it was Hype Bros.
yeah, my notes: winner, Zack Ryder because he gets to bang Emma. So he's really the winner out of all that. So the next match was AJ Styles versus Apollo Crews.
Yeah. It was like right after the Hype Bros match, they had this silly little backstage segment where it was like a spelling bee and Apollo Crews.
Yeah.
It's CREWS. I'm like, can you not give him a better fucking gimmick than that?
Yeah, and then fucking Styles just ripped his ass.
And he's the face that runs the place,
Exactly.
which I love. I freaking love that new gimmick.
It's so great.
God damn,
I
it
love that he
fits him
still
so
has
well.
his fucking headband or his armband or whatever the fuck
And
it is.
he looks like a soccer mom.
He looks like an asshole wearing it, but it's so great. Like I know that's on purpose, but so yeah, he had that great segment.
Kind of doing like a little bit of the mocking John Cena, like AJ is here,
Yeah.
which like you said, I loved. Like
Yeah, he was really great with that segment. And then in the ring, he comes out, still does more talking. Great there too. Cruz comes out, interrupts everything, starts being an asshole. And then I took this note. What are they doing with him? Like, okay, so did you watch Cruz beforehand? Like, did you see him in NXT?
It was in NXT. Like, he just kind of was one of those people that came on with squash matches, but like they fought back a little bit.
Yeah.
And then for the longest time, he would just do like the press and do a moonsault for the win, and that was it.
Yeah.
Then I think it was maybe his last couple of matches they gave him. I really like that finisher, like the back body drop where he tosses them and does a sit down power bomb. But
Yeah,
other
it looks.
than that, I don't know.
To
what
me,
else
I
really
wrote I wrote Cruz interrupts and no one cares about the second coming of Bobby Lashley. That's what
he
I wrote.
generally does. I mean, like seriously, looks like Bobby Lashley.
So The one thing I hated about this match was I think it was JBL. He said Cruz grew up watching AJ, so he knows exactly what he's gonna do, and he also grew up watching John Cena, and that's why he's so big. And
Boy, so stacked.
yeah, instantly right after he said that, I was like, or steroids, but whatever. I mean, the same thing, I guess. Yeah, it's just so. Anyway, it's another thing. It's not really a crazy match. Couple decent spots. AJ wins, of course. Fuck Cruz.
Put in my notes, the only thing I thought was cool is AJ came off the top rope for a crossbody, and Cruz kind of caught him and threw him into the
Yeah. But he hit him with that fucking elbow, right? And that was it. Yeah, that's still a good
Cruz,
move.
like, the guy's jacked and can do some pretty athletic stuff, so they could do some decent things with him if they put him with the right people. I think, like, if they put him in a Money in the Bank match, he might be able to pull some pretty cool stuff off. But
yeah, I think he'll kind of be like, I don't know. I just don't know what they're gonna do with the dude. Like, I don't see him.
I don't see him ever.
I don't know why he's fucking around with AJ Styles when Styles is in like the title picture. Just I don't know. Whatever. So anyway, there's the
next segment.
Oh, what segment is this?
Oh, the trailer park segment.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
Oh goddamn! If you guys haven't watched it, go back and just watch this trailer park segment.
Yeah, go ahead and set the scene and let them know. Okay, well we'll go back. So if you remember, Heath's thing was he was asking people because he got left out of the draft, so he's trying to get fucking signed by Raw or SmackDown and doing anything
hottest
he can.
Free agent right now.
Yeah, the hottest free agent. Okay, and so he ends up getting in the ring with Brock Lesnar and saying, "Man, I got kids to feed. Blah blah blah. I'm not going to beat you, but I need to get the money." And Brock Lesnar's like, "I don't give a shit about your kids," and I'm like, "God damn right!" I'm like, "F5 all of them."
I can just see him. Boom, boom.
Put them all on your shoulder at once. F5 them together. But they've been doing this thing where, so as we said last week, he was running around on SmackDown and he was saying like, oh, I can win these titles, blah blah blah, and they're like, well, you have to find a partner by tonight, and so he finds Rhino,
which is one of my favorites from ECW.
Yeah, and Rhino's like, yeah, whatever, fuck it, and
Rhino's at that point in his career where I don't think he gives a shit. Like he just needs or wants the money. I don't even think he needs it.
So he finds his tag team partner and he enters the competition, the tournament. And so anyway, they did a segment to show a little bit more of the backstory on Heath Slater's fucking bullshit.
So good. Renee goes to his single wide trailer and his wife comes and brings a little can of cheese with the saltines and what are those Vienna sausages,
and she said it wrong too because it's hors d'oeuvres, and then she was like hors d'oeuvres or some shit like that,
and he's like, I got a Martha Stewart here, I got a Betty Crocker,
and the makeup is terrible.
She looks like one of those women that you would see on, like Jerry Springer or what is it, Maury or whatever,
Yeah. She's super trashy. She's got like extensions, terrible makeup. No. But yeah, she comes out with like crackers and like cut up hot dogs and, all that shit. And there's Cheese Whiz and Rhino's he's just sitting there just drawing like frowny faces.
What is the first though? He was peeking through the windows, like some meth dealer, like watching the neighbors and stuff. Like all of it was beautifully trashy. I honestly became a little bit more of a fan of Heath Slater after that, which I hate myself for saying that.
Well, like I said, I love that they're doing stories for mid card guys. Like I know, like more people are getting stories now, which is good because these guys would just come out wrestle. They would only get to put their story out there in the ring for like 15 seconds, and then that was it. Yeah. So I mean, it's this backstory stuff's funny. The segment was pretty goddamn good,
and I love the way it ended. Though Rhino kind of looks at Renee, and does like a little winky thing.
Yeah, because they all ran off because they said that the kids were like still in a car or did something.
Something happened.
So it's just Rhino and Renee, and he's just like, hey, what's up?
That, or I guess another part I like is Heath Slater's like, I'm gonna win this tournament, and then we gonna get a double wide. And she's like, oh baby, double wide. It's wonderfully trashy. Like, we need more trashy characters in WWE.
Yeah, well, remember the Oddities? Do you remember that?
Yes.
God, those are great. So the next one was the four-way tag match? What was it? Yes.
It was a Bliss and Natalia versus Lynch and Naomi.
Yeah.
Lynch,
so my first question is, explain why the WWE continues to push Nikki. Like, that's what I really want to know.
I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I missed something too. Is Nikki a face now, or is she still heel? Because Carmella just started attacking the shit out of her.
Does anyone give a shit? Like, I mean, seriously.
I want to know what the hell Carmella's doing.
Yeah, I don't know. I fucking hate the Bellas, except for Brie because she's definitely the better looking one. But I don't know. So anyway, they all start coming out, and in my notes, Naomi looks like a '90s Skechers ad, if you remember those shoes. She's just lit up like fucking crazy, and she's
Like
fucking
Christmas.
and she's she's shaking her fucking ass. It like they won't let people have blood or do any of that shit, but she's fucking just her ass is essentially slamming from ceiling to floor. And I'm just like, all
Like
right.
that one song, you know, patty cake with no hands. That's what she's doing.
Oh my god, it's just.
But was
yeah.
it Bliss and Natalia won that match because of the distraction? and
Yeah,
everything,
there's
you know, whatever?
my big problem with this was Natalia and Naomi. They were so fucking like slow and telegraphed in this match. Like it was like all right, swing, duck. You know, like it's like it was like so just it was terrible. Like I couldn't get over, and I think it's because we've just been spoiled with all of the fucking the women
women matches. Sorry.
How dare you?
I'm sorry, PG. You need to get the
Jesus
diva out.
Christ. I think we're kind of spoiled with like Charlotte, Sasha, Bailey, Becky, all those girls that are fucking going crazy right now. And we've got these two it sucks to say that they're not like great wrestlers, but they're not,
I think Naomi could be great though. I mean, I know you don't like it because she looks like a Skechers ad.
Isn't
apparently.
she the one who like her finishers like slamming her ass into your face?
Yeah.
And you say that come on, man.
The only thing I guess that really pissed me off about that match is like I love the new way like the people come out, and it says like their height and everything.
Yeah.
For one of her facts was married to Jey Uso,
Which is why she's a terrible wrestler.
I was like, what the hell?
It's rubbing off on her. You see them like
It's true. I think she's better than the Usos. At least she got some
That's
nice
not
butt.
a fucking. I'm a better wrestler.
You don't have as nice of a butt though.
I thought someone just came in. That was really weird. That was super weird. Here, go check it out. Go see if someone's there. You see if we're gonna die or not. Calvin's gonna get killed, and I'm gonna close the door and hide and cry. That's not true. I have a gun under the desk. Are we safe?
Yeah.
All right.
There was a guy. He's looked like Papa Shingo kind of.
Oh, okay. That's cool. Yeah, he hangs out here.
What else?
Anyway, yeah, they're just I don't know, man. Those girls, they were just too they were too telegraphed. The thing I hated the most in this match was someone, I think it was Natalia, broke up the pin, and then she just stood there for like 4 seconds. Like, here's the thing, like, people will take 4 seconds as quick, but if you 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, that's a fucking long time, especially in this match.
Yeah.
She stood there for like 4 seconds waiting for Naomi to kick her in the stomach to like, for fucking up the pin. And it's like, dude, fucking come on.
Natalia's been wrestling for a while though. Maybe she just needs to give it up,
Yeah, it's
She just
just
doesn't care. Her heart's not in it. Pun intended.
they're they're just I don't know. They're just not that good. I mean, I don't know where they're gonna go, but
One of them's going to be the goddamn SmackDown Women's Champion. That's
that's
where they're
true.
going.
But still, so who
We're
was the
going
winner of this
Naomi.
one again?
It was Alexa Bliss and Natalia.
yeah. Well, here's my thing. After watching this match, I've decided that we need a new goal. We've started the podcast, which is a hit, obviously.
With
now,
our 24 people.
yes. So
Next
now
week,
we need
25.
to figure out how to get in contact with Becky Lynch, so I can take her out on a date. So that's the new one.
Something fantastic. I will bring the cheese and crackers
Yeah,
for you. With
I'll bring the cheese whiz. All right.
Vienna sausages.
The next match, which
wait, we have to talk about the segment before that.
oh god, what
The
happened?
Kurt Hawkins facts.
Who the fuck? Okay,
He was part of like the Edgehead, like La Familia, when it was Edge and Vicky Guerrero, but then they had like I think they were called Edgeheads, maybe. I don't remember. It was Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins. They, had long hair and they looked like Edge and everything. And sometimes they would paint on those shitty tattoos that Edge has and like distract. I don't know. Anyways, I love the stupid facts. So I just brought it up because I wanted to bring up this. I was checking, Facebook and everything, and people were all, they're just taking Chuck Norris jokes and putting Kurt Hawkins on it. I was like, you goddamn genius. I never would have found that out if not for your amazing, like, keen, eye. Thank you so much.
it's just so goddamn stupid. Like,
It is goddamn stupid, but it works. Like,
I don't
it's
know the guy,
WWE
so
stupid.
I don't know if he's.
He's not a great wrestler.
There
I mean,
you go.
he's Zack Ryder style, obviously,
Yeah.
But it's just funny that
Yeah, but is he banging Emma? I mean, come on now.
that's true. He's probably not. He was a Chippendale dancer for a little bit.
Cool.
No, in WWE with, was it Vance Archer?
Oh, not
Correct
real
me
one.
if I'm wrong. In the
I
comments
don't
down
care
below.
then.
All right, then we'll go to the next match.
Yeah, I keep seeing his bullshit, and I'm just like, all right, you know. So this next match, the thing that pissed me off the most was, why wouldn't you keep it a surprise? Because I saw, like, I mean, I understand, like, I am subscribed to shit that, like, kind of tells you what's going to happen, or this is, like, the latest backstage shit, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I get that, so I already knew this was going to happen, but why did, like, at the beginning of the fucking show, they're like, hey, the fucking Headbangers are here. If you remember those guys from the Attitude Era, I'm like, why would you say anything? Like, let their fucking music hit.
Because they want to preach to the Attitude people that keep crying for the Attitude Era.
But then the thing is like one of the reasons, I don't know why this didn't happen, but it's like one of those things where they didn't have their original music.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, they didn't have their music. They didn't have their old Titantron. It was just like a black screen with like these little like gray bar, like kind of static bars through it, and it was like completely different music.
Oh, I didn't even notice that, actually.
I don't know what the deal is. I don't know if there's like a legal thing going on with their music, which would be weird because they own they're never going to let their theme go. So, I mean, what happened? You know, so like, so they couldn't have let the music hit and have people be like, oh, fuck, you know, because no one knew what music that was. But anyway, so the fucking Headbangers, if you don't know who the Headbangers are, they were these guys from the Attitude Era called Mosh and Thrasher, right? Is it Thrash or Thrasher? It's Thrasher.
Thrasher.
Yeah, so it's Mosh and Thrasher, and they came out with like kilts or skirts or whatever you want to call them, and they had like Marilyn Manson and Rob Zombie shirts, and they kind of painted their face up and wore these dumbass necklaces. And
one of the announcers were all at Marilyn Manson's OnlyFans.
Yeah, and I saw, by the way, how fucking out of loop is that asshole? I can't remember if that was JBL or whatever.
It was the Harvard guy. I can't remember
the one black dude. Yeah, I can't. Otunga, is that his name?
Yeah, David Otunga. Thank you.
Yeah, so I do have a note about that, and I was like, what an ass. But the fucking Headbangers come back, and apparently the reason. Oh, so I'm sorry, but the reason who the Headbangers were, they were these guys who just like heavy metal music. They just like to fucking mosh and like just throw shit around, and they were a decent fucking tag team. You know, they had some cool moves. You know, they were a fun. This is back in the day of fun tag teams where there wasn't like fucking, because now there's not that many. There's like fucking 5.
New Day.
Yeah, oh my god. So, but they had a bunch of them. You know, they had a shitload of and these guys were just more like weird characters to throw into the mix. And they were fucking fun. Like they were a really fun team. And you know, they came out to just like crazy heavy metal music, like, and this is when everyone had those like shitty like MIDI themes and stuff like that. So it was pretty good. So anyway, 16 years later, apparently the reason they came back was because I think it was Mosh's kid had never seen him wrestle or something, or I don't know whose kid it was.
They came back for the titles. That's what they came back for.
It's like, well, my kid had never seen me wrestle, so you know, I wanted to have one more match on, you know, and let him see. I was like, does this motherfucker not have YouTube? I mean, come on, like everything has it. So here's the thing: once their music kicked. Or whatever music that was, I wrote down exactly what I was thinking. I was like, holy shit, the Headbangers look terrible. It's like they were putting up promo photos like all over online, and they were showing them on
16
SmackDown.
years ago.
Yeah, but and they were the photo. Yeah, they were photos from 16 years ago. Where it's like, so I was like, oh, these guys have been in the Indies. They've been fucking keeping it up because I hadn't heard anything about them, so I didn't know. So I was like, oh, so they're still in relatively good shape. Oh my god, dude. Fucking Thrasher looked like a goddamn worm. You know, he just looked melted. And then fucking Mosh was kind of chubby these days. And my favorite thing was these are my favorite notes right here ever. Was
sorry.
Was Thrasher the worm, you know. It's like he looks like a guy who's managed an AutoZone for 12 years without ever getting a raise. That's exactly what he looks like.
I give up. I can't follow that.
He looks so fucking terrible. I mean, understand, you know, apparently they haven't been wrestling. So, I mean, I understand it's like a normal...
He's been wrestling to get that raise, apparently.
Yeah, wrestling with his fucking life. Every day he struggles to not put a fucking hose in his exhaust pipe. Fucking
I just
close the garage door.
Like, honey, did you pick up the eggs?
I'll be right back.
You gotta remind me. Like, I have...
Every day he wakes up and talks himself out of putting a 44 Magnum in his mouth. That's what he looks
Mostly
like.
because he probably can't afford it with his AutoZone paycheck.
Yeah, he looks not good. Doesn't look great. So,
Anyway,
Anyway,
can't even follow this. And thank you for listening to Stupid Idiots Wrestling Podcast.
see you guys later. So, Headbangers. I mean, they were still fairly good though for not being in there for a long time. They did work kind of stiff. They broke open Rhino. He got like 6 stitches.
I apparently missed that. I like glanced down, my fucking dog or something made a noise. I
had to rewind. I did the same
what
thing.
The hell happened?
I had to rewind and see what happened because when I looked away or was writing a note or something, and I looked back and the dude's got fucking blood everywhere. And yeah, he caught a stiff elbow when I don't remember which one went back and elbowed him off the apron and hit him. And so I heard that they also cut open Slater too, though. But that was another accident. So, but at the same time, if they actually haven't wrestled for 16 years, pretty fucking good for not doing,
Yeah.
So, either way, I have Headbangers working stiff, broke open Rhino. Heard Slater was cut open too. They set it up to where Rhino gets a fucking gnarly spear, does it better than Reigns, does it better than fucking Edge.
But remember, his is the gore.
Whatever,
Don't confuse
dude.
it with
it's
the spear.
a fucking spear, all right? The only other person who is close on that shit, Goldberg. And actually we'll talk about him here in a little bit. So, Rhino gets the spear or gore, whatever, fucking assholes. Slater and Rhino win, and then that brings us to the final match of the evening. Dean Ambrose versus Baron Corbin.
Right before that, though, something happened.
What?
The Milkman came out.
The Milkman.
Yeah, didn't you see that? It was like a 2-second thing.
Dude, I fast forward through so much bullshit.
It was terrible. That's all I put. My note for it was, what the hell was that?
What's the
Some guy
Milkman?
came in and he was, I don't even know.
The guy that got chokeslammed.
Yeah,
Okay.
he said something like, I'm something the Milkman. And then he gets down to his tighty whities and everything.
Yeah.
And then Kane's music hits and
wasn't he asking for a match or
Yeah,
something? And then Kane
he
came out and just chokeslammed him and that was it.
He was trying to put his pants back on.
Yeah, who the
and-
fuck is that?
I don't know. That's all I put. What the hell was that? Because,
Yeah.
I had to write it all small. I had my notes going perfect. I was like, oh, Ambrose and Corbin are next. And then the fucking Milkman comes on. It ruins my shit.
Yeah, it was...
Never
I
trust
forgot
the
about
Milkman.
that. So, yeah, didn't write that shit down because I was just like...
Sorry.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, so yeah, then this is pretty much exactly what happened. Like, I saw that and I was like, so we're on to Ambrose and Corbin. And then with that, I was like, who's excited? Not fucking me. God, this is going to be the fucking gayest match. And, oh, fuck, I forgot to pull this up. So you guys, we're going to have to do this live.
No.
Let's see. So, Corbin...
I'll go on.
Oh, shit, I'm not typing anything. Fucking god damn it.
We're professionals here. Strictly
Corbin.
professionals at Stupid Idiots Wrestling Podcast.
Are you fucking kidding me? All right, well, fuck this. This was a bust. So this is where it leads in. So Corbin comes out, and I said, I'm like, oh, he looks like shit. But then it reminded me of this tweet that came out. This guy also tweeted Baron Corbin that he's like, man, you're looking a little pudgy these days. What's up? You piece of shit. So I'm like just being an asshole. And then Corbin's response was, man, I'm sorry, but your girl keeps fucking bringing cookies into bed after I fuck her or some shit like that. I was like, Jesus Christ. So, yeah, I was trying to pull that up to get the exact quote. Couldn't find that. Waste of fucking time. So, anyway, Corbin looks like shit.
I like Corbin.
Whatever. You like him and his fucking thinning hair? That's cool.
I just really want his career to last longer than his hair has. in
Oh,
the
God.
WWE.
I don't know. He might make it because that shit is on fire. Like, it is falling out like it's on fire. So,
I feel like every week it's an inch further.
yeah, it's gone back a little bit. So there were two things I said to myself at the beginning of this match. It was, one, Corbin looks like shit. Two, how much you want to like? I wish someone was there because I was like, how much you want to bet this motherfucker does the through the ropes thing, bounces off his leg, comes back and does a clothesline. So I'm watching the match, and I'd said that to myself, and all of a sudden it happens, and I'm just by myself, and I'm like, oh, there it is! Fucking asshole hit the stupid goddamn thing, bounces off the rope, goes into a clothesline. Why fucking wouldn't he? And then they started fucking with AJ, right? Because he was out there on commentary.
AJ, yeah. Then he's the one that I think kicked Corbin.
Yeah, he
right?
came in and he
Caused
went
the
to
DQ.
kick. He went to kick Ambrose. He hit Corbin, so it becomes a fucking DQ. So then they start going at it for a little bit. And then what was AJ doing? Like, he got up on the rope.
He went to do the elbow, the phenomenal elbow or whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah. So then Ambrose stuffs that. and makes AJ rack himself. Which
And he
here's
just sat there on the top rope forever. I
yeah,
was like,
but it was funny though because you're just like, oh. Yeah. But it was so funny because this is where Ambrose is good. He's not. I fucking hate him as a wrestler. He's not a good wrestler. He's very
say
stale.
that. We have lost our indie demographic now.
God, fuck off. Get out of here then. So he's just not a good wrestler, but this is where he shines. So Styles is on the ropes, just like screaming, and then Ambrose comes up and leans on him, and he's like, "No, it's all right. I understand how you feel. This happens to the best of us. Shit like that." But then he starts fucking shaking the ropes and making AJ bounce up and down. It was just so funny. It's just he's so good on the mic, but he's not. He
was a good tag wrestler. I think
he was great in the Shield. That's what he needs to be in. So
I really feel like they dropped the ball. They should have kept him and Reigns together a little longer.
Well, they kind of, they kind of have him. They kind of touch on that every once in a while. Have him kind of get back in. So yeah, there's that. That's covering SmackDown. My overview of SmackDown is.
Yeah, that's kind of the same way actually.
What was your favorite match?
Match of the night. I'm gonna have to go the Rhino Slater match.
That was a good one.
I'm a huge Rhino fan. Like I feel like WWE has never used him properly, and I wish they would, but they never will.
Oh no. So mine was AJ and Cruz, and then your favorite wrestler.
I'm gonna go Rhino for the
night.
Again,
I went with AJ.
Rhino's the fucking last true ECW champion. Come on.
This is true.
Was the kid like 19 when he was in ECW?
Rhino?
Yeah.
He was pretty fucking young.
I was like, goddamn.
Worst match? Mine was the chick match. It was just too telegraphed, the slow swinging and, like you can see it coming. Worst wrestler for me is also Natalya.
I'm going to go the Hype Bros Vaudevillains for me.
That was a bad match.
Honestly, my only notes were just going to get into it. And then the Hype Bros. Mojo Rawley. I hate him. Like, I just cannot get into this guy's character. Like, did you see watch his stomach when he jumps up and down? It's like...
everyone's going to look bad compared to Zack Ryder. The dude is fucking cut from stone. And, I mean...
He is a Greek god.
I was going to say...
And he's banging Emma, right?
Yeah,
Let's
exactly.
bring it back into it.
There you go. So, that's our coverage for all the wrestling this week. Calvin makes more noise as usual. Now we're going to go into our free zone, and we're going to talk about some news, some rumors, shit like that, go into some videos, and send you on your merry way. All right, so this is our free zone. This is where, like I said a minute ago, we talk about rumors, news, anything like that. So we forgot this last week. A friend of mine sent me a list, and this is something I wanted to go over because I feel very strongly about this. And it is the top 15 nicest booties in WWE today.
I like that you said booties. We're keeping it PG for our kids.
Fat fucking asses in WWE that I want to put my fucking Pekka in.
There goes our kid demographic now.
Get out of here. All right. God, I love that picture. So here's the list. We're going to kind of run through this. So number 15, Summer Rae. Now,
I didn't even know she had a butt.
Dude, are you fucking crazy? All right. So here's the thing about me.
Summer Rae. I think she's pretty. Summer Rae of Sunshine.
I am a leg man, so if you have great legs, you have a great ass.
That's why we're
Summer
going to do a
Rae
podcast together.
Yeah, there you go.
My great legs and my great ass.
That's what drew me in. So, Summer Rae, I would actually expect her to be higher on this because I've always had such a goddamn boner for her.
I loved when she was with Tyler Breeze for like that month.
Yeah.
And he was like, Miss Summer Rae of Sunshine.
Well, they call him Summer Breeze. God, such a good fucking name.
She should be with Breeze Dango. It would be perfect.
So, number 14, no fucking thanks, Cameron.
I thought she was fired.
Well, today, maybe within like the last fucking 5 years. I don't know. So, it says right here, everyone's least favorite Funkadactyl. Yeah, she, no, I don't agree with this. I don't like her at all. Dana Brooke, Dana Brooke is fucking...
I would definitely put her on the list.
Definitely fucking packing. Now, Natalya, here's the thing about her. It's weird because she's not thick in the way that like girls try to use it. It's like girls that smash pizza down their face. Like, I'm just thick, okay?
Can't handle a big woman. mind the gap, or no, don't mind the gap. Something, I don't even know. I fucking hate those. I'm like, you're fat. You're not.
Here's
thick,
the thing,
fat.
though. Like, she's what thick actually is. Like, she doesn't really have like an hourglass shape. She's just like a fucking sturdy. Like, you can tell she's fucking built as shit. Mm-hmm. So she doesn't really have like hips or anything. Does have a good ass though. Terrible fucking wrestler, as you just heard.
She looked pretty good. I think there was an episode of. I never watched it. I just saw the preview.
Oh, I don't watch it, but I could tell you everything that happened in the episode.
And she was like in her bra and panties trying to get her husband to like, get with her. And he was like, no, I want to pet my cats or something. And I'm like, do you not see her? Like, she is banging gorgeous.
I hate that motherfucker's haircut, by the way. I'm not even going to get into it. So, Bailey, number 11.
White woman has got the best black ass I've ever seen.
God damn, you're so hot. And then I don't even know who the fuck Mandy Rose is.
I don't even know who she is either.
Yeah, but she's number 10. Let's see. Tough Enough. Run. Oh, tough. Okay.
Well,
that doesn't count.
Who the hell watches Tough Enough?
And then Emma. Yes, Emma definitely is up there. Nikki Bella. Number 8. I will give Nikki Bella the edge over Brie here because obviously she has implants and then her ass is way better. But I like Brie, but Brie's just a better looking girl.
Yeah.
So Lana. Lana is another one. Lana's legs.
You know she did a nude scene in a movie?
Dude, she has nude pictures all over the place. Like, you can straight up see...
So does Dana Brooke, too.
Everything.
Don't waste our time on the podcast.
Fuck you, I gotta see! Dana Brooke, nude. Hold on a second. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Where are we looking? At this?
Yeah.
What is this? This is, this is from her phone. That's not really nude. What are you talking about? I mean, I love it.
As nude as you get, but...
Is this what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, man!
Another podcast I listen to, other than this great one, which you guys should always listen to ours first and check out others.
Oh, damn, look at those. Hey, what's up, girl? Who's this? Saying it's a celebrity. Is this Kelly Brook? I think that's her name, right? Oops, celeb.net. All right, let's go through this. Who are all these people?
This has nothing to do with WWE. Hey, get back on track.
All right. Goodbye, Dana Brooke. All right.
This is personal Jeff time.
So, Lana. She does have, Lana. Hold on. Lana. WWE nude. Let's look for this. Let's see if I can pull these up here. CJ Perry's her name. Yeah, she did like a full nude scene.
She was, in some
Or
movie.
not a scene, but this is her. These are pictures right here. See this?
She was in some movie. I want to say like not Varsity Blues, but some kind of like football movie or something. I don't know.
Where's that one picture? There's a picture where it's just fucking. Oh, here's everything in the world. Like here's one. Yeah, like that
crush.
So
our smash.
So yeah, there's she has some too. She does have a great ass though. I think she needs to be a little bit higher on the list. Paige. Listen, when Paige debuted, she was still like the skinny little, like, white. Mm-hmm. What is she, Irish or
British?
British, yeah, whatever. Yeah. But damn, her ass has fucking filled out so well now. But she's fucking suspended.
And she's probably going to quit now.
Yeah, and Alberto Del Rio's fucking dumbass. And they both got, like I think we said last time, just doing a bunch of coke and fucking. And they got suspended. Naomi, fuck off. Okay, get out of here. Becky Lynch, number 4. Absolutely. I agree 100%. I love you. Give me a call. Number 3, Alexa Bliss. Yeah, hers is fucking great. I've seen that shit.
She was at WrestleMania 30. Did you know that?
Was
Did
she?
you watch the back? Yeah.
Oh, was she the Triple H?
Yeah,
one of the Triple H? Yeah, because Charlotte was another one too.
Yeah, her, Charlotte, and Sasha Banks. I believe,
oh, really?
The 3 women,
oh, yeah. See, that was fucking. Yeah.
I remember watching this thing. I'll have to bring it up next week or something. But Triple H, they were all like, crying and stuff, and he's like, don't, think this is your last time. Like, you guys are going to be back.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's awesome.
Yeah, Alexa Bliss, fucking whoo, Eva. Eva Marie.
I hate Eva Marie.
Fuck you.
I hate her so much.
So goddamn
Number
hot.
1, Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
I did not see that coming.
That's crazy. Sasha Banks. Here's the thing, Sasha. She does have a good ass for her frame, but it's not like a good ass in terms of like just a good ass. She's definitely very hot though, and it did take me a while to get over this, but it's just kind of like it's not something that bothers me. But one of my favorite things I ever saw was there was an Instagram post with Sasha, and I don't remember whose account it was on, but I got to it at the right time. I'm so glad I saw this thing, this comment. But it was like Sasha Banks, and it's like, man, that bitch got a RoboCop hairline. dude, because RoboCop's fucking helmet comes and I was like, okay, I can see it, yeah, but now it doesn't bother me anymore. But I don't know about this list, man. Like, I think there's a lot of different shit in here. Like, I think Summer Rae should be a lot higher.
I'd kick Eva Marie off and put Brock Lesnar or
Yeah,
RVD.
Yeah, there you go. RVD, yes. That man is packing. Yeah, I mean, it's an all right list. I think there are different girls that could have been on there. And like Lana, first of all, I think Lana should have taken it because that girl's legs that go into that fucking ass are insane. I mean, look. I mean, just look at these pictures alone. I mean, look at Sasha, okay? Mm-hmm. Not really much to show. Eva, okay. A lot to show.
Eva so much.
Alexa Bliss, a lot to show. But then look at fucking, come up here and look at Lana. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ. If you're going off of this, that should be number one.
Yeah.
So, I mean, come on.
At
Give
least
me a fucking break. All right, so we got that out of the way. So check this out. I want to get your opinion on this. There's a Randy Orton versus Brock rematch that's happening.
At a live show.
I was going to say, but where is it happening? Fucking live show, not aired on a fucking Saturday.
I have a feeling they're going to still find a way to put it on the WWE Network for $9.99 a month.
Yeah, there you go.
Our 24 people will help you out now.
I think I heard something about how Brock wasn't going to appear at Backlash, or he couldn't or something because of his contract, because he can like pick and choose or some shit. Yeah. So instead, he opted for this. And so it's a live show rematch, which is fucking weird because, like, I don't know why they're going to do that. It doesn't make sense.
We forgot to talk about the sermon to the serpent that happened on SmackDown, the whole Bray Wyatt.
I did have
Randy Orton.
On that. Let me see if I can find it.
So I just remember I was so torn between that because I love both of those guys. I think they're fantastic workers.
Yeah, but the thing is that shit. It wasn't as like. Oh yeah. Here we go. Here's where it is, because this is why I didn't see it. So the Slater segment was funny, blah, 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 blah. And then my only note, Bray segment sucked. So.
Which hurts me. I love Bray Wyatt.
The thing is like, I love where they're going with him.
I feel like they're just using it, though, to make Orton look good after his fucking defeat at, the hands of the Beast incarnate.
But that's the thing, though. It's like, if you're going to go and build Bray up to be like we were talking about, like the next Undertaker, like this crazy guy that, like, only comes around every once in a while. He's so hard to beat. And, like, if you beat him, you're the fucking shit. Yeah. But so, like, if they're going to do that, how are you going to have Randy win? But now, how do you have Randy lose
without
after getting
weak,
after getting his ass whooped by Brock?
They could do something maybe, or they could have waited till, I don't know, the whole Wyatt family's back together, and have them, like, just pummel him, dominate him or something. I don't know.
I just don't know.
They should have waited.
Yeah, I don't know how whoever wins, it's going to make the other one look bad. Mm-hmm. And not in, like, a good way in terms of, like, oh, shit, he lost,
Unless
whatever.
they put on, like, an amazing match where you're like, holy shit.
Yeah, we're going to have to... You want to pull this one right here? Yeah, that one just a little bit. Yeah, that's right. God, it's getting fucking dark in here. All right.
Put my pants back on.
God damn it. So,
Seeing
yeah,
Brock
that's interesting
Lesnar
that it's essentially a dark match. So that's kind of interesting that they're doing that.
I know, especially with, like, what does he have? Like 12 appearances he has to make a year or something?
Yeah, I don't know. It's very little. I think it's less than that, actually.
Yeah, you think I'm not sure.
So that's weird. I don't know why they're doing that, so I guess we'll see what happens. I mean, I'm sure there'll be a YouTube video or something that pops up.
It has to be on the WWE Network.
So on the next one, did you hear about this? See this? Hear about this? Bo Dallas arrested for public intoxication.
Should I believe that?
Dude, have you ever seen his sister, by the way?
No.
His sister looks a lot like him, but she's pretty fucking hot.
Where would she have been on the list?
She doesn't really have an ass. She's more of like one of those really fit like runner girls. So like she doesn't.
She's gonna be Sister Abigail, you think?
That's what a lot of people are saying because, well, if you don't know, like I'm sure you know, but Bo is Bray's brother. Yeah. And then they have their sister Micah or Mika or however you say it, and then their father is IRS. Mm-hmm. Erwin R. Shyster. Fucking that's before the fucking Attitude Era.
If you don't know what that is, just go back.
IRS was fucking. Right? He was so great. But yeah, so anyway, his sister, she's pretty fucking good looking. But yeah, they comment on all of her Instagram posts. She'd be like, oh, this is me hanging out doing it. It's like, Sister Abigail. It's like, no, it's fucking not. It's so fucking stupid. But we'll read this to you. So Friday night, Bo Dallas was removed from a WWE flight from Dallas-Fort Worth airport to Mexico for being heavily intoxicated and let's see. He had extremely bizarre behavior. This is according to Steve Bell, who hosts the Late Shift podcast. And then it says, confirmation coming from boarding staff that Bo was booted for being drunk, and apparently Rollins is a dick.
He probably buckle bummed him.
There you go. The situation took a turn for the worst when the pilot approached Dallas, who proceeded to tell him to fuck himself before telling everybody around him the same. Pro Wrestling, I'm not going to give you your shit. This website has confirmed that Dallas was arrested. According to the police report, he was slumped over in his chair looking at his phone. When he got up, Dallas was said to have demonstrated very poor dexterity and dropped his phone. Officers determined that he was a danger to himself and others and arrested for public intoxication. So that's kind of funny because I haven't seen that motherfucker in a minute, so he's off the Mexico shows, I guess. So that sucks for that dude.
It was apparently bow time for him.
There you go. Next little thing I saw that I thought was interesting. Alberto Del Rio is not coming back to the WWE.
Same thing, yeah.
He's very pissed off with creative over what they've been doing with his character. And
Mix America and all that. And
yeah, and they're getting rid of him. So I guess the new, like, I'm not going to read through all this, but yeah, so he's suspended right now, but I guess when his suspension is up is when his contract is up, so he's just going to fucking dip, which is... How does he... Okay, look, I get it, but why does he get a fuck page? That pisses me off so much. Has nothing to do with this, but come on, man. So, essentially, this is the news story. I don't really have to read this, but I found this one. Vince McMahon nixed huge plans for Alberto Del Rio. And it said WWE had originally planned to give Del Rio a main event push with Paul Heyman as Del Rio's manager. The company wanted to make Del Rio the Hispanic superstar babyface to replace Rey Mysterio. Vince McMahon then came up with the idea of Del Rio being paired up with Zeb Coulter, and then when that didn't work, McMahon moved on to his next toy, and Del Rio ended up in the League of Nations. So apparently Del Rio is just completely unhappy with his booking, and he's going to exit. And this is the second time he's out within like the last 2 years or something.
Again or something in Lucha Underground.
Yeah, he's fucking whatever, man. I mean, still though, whatever he does, he wins. It's fucking Page, you know, fucking piece of shit. All right, next one. Hey, did you see this shit? Fucking so. Oh shit! I don't have the one thing pulled up. I'm gonna have to pull that up. But we'll go to this one right now. Ryback claims that he turned down $1.5 million WWE contract.
I could have fed him a lot.
Fuck. Look, this is such bullshit. The fucking key word right here, claims. He fucking... Okay, I want you to explain to me how Ryback's dumbass is worth 1.5 when Brock's contract isn't much more than that. According to, like... Ryback's a fucking idiot, okay? Again, we mentioned this earlier. Go and listen to that fucking podcast with CM Punk and Colt Cabana. And CM Punk talks about Ryback.
Dangerous.
Yeah, and that he's stiff, he fucks shit up, and that he's a fucking idiot.
I remember having an argument with a friend after that, and he was all, yeah, CM Punk was the only one that said that. And I was like, what the hell? Like, you can watch his matches and tell the guy's, like, stiffer than a man on Viagra, you know?
Yeah, he's been pretty bad. I agree that he's not just... I don't like the dude. I don't believe he got 1.5 million.
Maybe it was pesos. Maybe we
yeah,
were on the wrong website.
Not about a money issue, just so everybody knows. I walked away from the WWE. The contract offer that I walked away from was a 3-year, $1.5 million contract. Over 3 years, I guess maybe I could believe that, because I thought that was maybe 1.5 a year. But still, though, like I don't feel that he's worth that. Yeah. I don't even think RVD would make shit like that, and that guy's like a way bigger star. I don't know. I think Ryback's full of shit. The one thing I don't have pulled up, though, was... I don't know why it's not up here. That's very weird. Apparently, Goldberg is in talks with WWE to make a return, because everyone was thinking he was going to come back to SummerSlam.
I was reading some of that,
and he didn't go to SummerSlam. He didn't come to Raw or anything, but it was just a quick little quote that, like, oh, we've reached out, we've kind of talked. There's something going on, so we'll see what happens.
I read somewhere, too, that... what is it? Seth Rollins is going to buckle bomb him and end his career.
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry. It's never going to get old. I'm sorry.
They're going to have to...
if you guys don't like it, put it on our Facebook and tell us why.
Yeah, so, speaking of lists, I want to talk about this list. This is a list that really pisses me off.
I don't even... title says it alone. So don't even go any from. No.
I'm not going to go through all of them, but I'm just saying this pisses me off a lot. And I don't know how anyone is going to disagree with this. So this list, the title is Roman Reigns is the #1 wrestler on PWI's annual top 500 list. 500 wrestlers that Pro Wrestling Insider, or whatever the fuck they're called.
I bet you The Miz is probably 101.
Oh, God. I thought you were going to say The Miz is #2. So it's like, you piece of shit. No, so Roman... Okay. So I'll read this to you.
He's not a good guy or a bad guy. Just playing.
You're going to be the guy that goes through the drywall here in a second.
I'm going to be off the podcast. It's going to be negative Jeff alone.
So it says the evaluation period took place between July 1st, 2015 and July 30th, 2016. In between those dates, Roman Reigns won the WWE Championship 3 times, and he defeated Triple H in the main event at WrestleMania 32.
Which he never should have been in.
Yeah, they also did an interview with Reigns, and he seemed thrilled to be in the #1 spot this year. And it says...
Of course, why not? He sucks.
Yeah. Thank you, man. It's crazy. Last year, was I, 3 or 4 just to remain in that... Oh, yeah, 3 or 4 on the list is what he's saying, because that sense doesn't make sense. To just remain in that same company, to be in that class with those guys, it's world class. It's a great honor, and it goes with a lot of hard work. It's very flattering. It just shows that you keep your head down and stick to your day-to-day. You grind it out. You take the long road. Good things happen. It's a great achievement. And, yeah, you take a lot of steroids. And another great accolade. It says, and this is where I don't understand why he's #1. Because it says, it's noted in the magazine that the criteria for this list, in order of importance, keep that in mind, are as follows. Win-loss record. Okay, I can see that.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Technical ability? Give me a fucking break.
I can see that.
This guy is...
He has the technical ability of the piece of paper you just threw down on the ground.
This guy is a fucking... Dude, he's so stale. It's not even funny. It's okay.
I feel like I want to go, how stale is he?
Yeah. Dude, it's...
Come on, Jerry Seinfeld it. Just one time for the 24 people we have.
Yeah, there you go. No, but I mean, okay, if it's off the win-loss record, I can understand that. Mm-hmm. If it's... I don't really see influence on the sport because all he does is get booed constantly. Success against the highest grade of competition. Okay, I can get that because he fucking beats everybody. And then activity. Okay, I can see that too. He's fucking always there. He shows up.
John Cena should have been #1.
No, he over technical ability. No, he shouldn't have.
With all the other, I think he's definitely way higher in the rest of the shit than Roman Reigns is.
But yeah, technical ability. Fuck off, dude. Get this shit out of here. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Other wrestlers who made the list. I don't know how to say that fucking name. Kazukicha. I don't know. Okada, who placed at #2. Don't know who the fuck that is. Followed by Finn Balor at #3, AJ Styles at #4, and Jay Lethal at #5.
Where the fuck is Seth Rollins?
Exactly.
Where's Randy Orton?
Exactly. Well,
most importantly,
shoulder injury, so he was
Brock
out.
Lesnar's ass?
Well, and seeing a lot of those guys, they base off of the activity thing, so you can't really put them in there because they haven't been working. Like some of these, I agree with Roman Reigns. So I mean, I can understand that, but I mean, come on, dude. Like, really? Get the fuck out of here. That's such bullshit.
I feel like every week we're just going to have this list is complete bullshit for the fans.
Oh, yeah. No, there's always going to be one that I fucking hate. So then there's this guy, Sting. One last match. The thing with Sting is, if you remember, Seth Rollins, he did the fucking turnbuckle power bomb or whatever, the buckle bomb.
Buckle bomb, yeah.
And, but Sting said, I didn't tuck my head correctly. That's what fucked up my neck. Now, Sting has to have surgery on his neck, but the thing is if he gets surgery on his neck, he, for real, can't fucking wrestle after that.
Like Edge,
Yeah, so he
says he's coming back. And
he doesn't want to get surgery because he still wants that match with Undertaker at WrestleMania. Mm-hmm. Which, okay, I mean, but, here's why I don't understand why he wants that match. Because he's going to lose. He's going to go out on a loss. Maybe it's just because so he can wrestle The Undertaker.
Yeah, because it's a match.
But he lost the last one to fucking Triple H, which I kind of wanted Sting to go over on that one.
I did too.
But
yeah.
So anyway, this says, while Sting announced his retirement during his WWE Hall of Fame speech, he may not exactly be ready to hang it up because he feels he still has unfinished business. During an episode of Legends with JBL, the WWE blah, 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 Sting has said he hasn't undergone the neck surgery because if he does, that'll mean his pro wrestling career would be over. Sting would go on to hint that he still wants that match with the Undertaker.
It's going to be an AARP on a pole match.
Jesus Christ.
I'm calling it now, okay?
Oh my god, dude.
AARP. Just imagine like a Money in the Bank briefcase full of like hard candies and
There's
AARP.
like Ben Gay and shit in there. God damn, dude. Yeah, so I mean, I would like to see Sting come back. That dude, he was one of my all-time favorites when I was a kid. He was actually, I think, he was my first favorite because WWF was the second thing I found. I never knew about it. So Sting was like the guy.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I found WWF through those games and stuff like that. And then Razor Ramon became my favorite, and then Shawn Michaels. But Sting, I don't know if he was ever like, I don't know. I always bought Sting toys. I always had Sting shirts. Like, he was a bad motherfucker. So I would like to see him one more time.
I feel like it's him and Undertaker though are too old to do a match just them. Like they would need.
That's
gonna
be
a
goddamn slow match.
It would, yeah. They need to make it a triple threat or something and get like a younger guy in there to do most of the hits and everything in the high flying spots.
I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with that. I would like to see him back one more time, but at the same time, I want him to be safe. So, what is that? We're going to die. Again, Calvin's going out to check it. It's probably the birds, right?
I think so.
Calvin's going to get murdered. Hold on a second. We're going to have to start recording at a different location. We got a dog that barks across the street that just comes through the fucking walls. I don't know what's going on with that shit. And then there's the fucking bird. I hate that fucking dog across the street. So, I don't know what's going on. Is there anybody out there?
No.
The fucking dog sucks, man.
It was the Godfather this time.
Oh, okay, cool. You have his hoe train with him?
Kicked Papa Shango
I was
out.
gonna say, tell a hoe train to come in here. Fuck. All right. So anyway, yeah, Sting. So with that, we'll go on to videos. Let's check this out. So you sent me this about Kurt Angle. This was just.
Yeah, I thought it was a pretty interesting video actually.
This video is kind of long, so I really didn't pick out a time. So I guess we'll just play it and see where it goes.
Yeah.
And I guess we can do commentary over it or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'll start this up. So it's Kurt Angle talking about return rumors, AJ Styles, and Shawn Michaels, which I completely disagree with. I forgot I had this video up forever, so it's going to have to reload.
AJ,
all right, here we go.
It was his athleticism and his consistency. AJ consistently has 4-star matches at the very least.
I mean, I'll agree with that.
Yeah.
Most of the time. But
See, I'd
it's
agree with the
fact
5-star
that you
most
get
of the
in ring
time,
with
too.
him and not break a sweat. What makes him the greatest wrestler in the world today is the fact that he can do all the stuff that he does, and all I have to do is catch him or bump and feed. It's an easy match with AJ, and when you have that type of wrestler that can do that, where you don't have to do a lot, the match.
It's kind of like what we were just talking about with Sting and The Undertaker. You know, have a guy in there that can make them both look good.
Which,
Bring CM Punk back! There you go.
Could you imagine, like, the crowd would just go like ape shit crazy?
Jesus Christ. We're going to talk about him here in a minute, too, but...
More athletic than Shawn.
Bullshit!
AJ is a special wrestler, one of a kind.
Well, in that defense, Shawn did, what is he, broke his back or something?
Yeah, 98.
So he probably lost a lot of the,
It doesn't matter, though. Even after he broke his back, Shawn had arguably some of his best matches with The Undertaker WrestleMania.
Triple H, too. I think he came
Yeah.
back at a little bit.
Here's the thing, dude.
The fact is, Shawn and I only wrestled the first time. at
This makes
WrestleMania
sense, I thought.
21. Look how good that match was. AJ and I have wrestled 100 times. So when you get more comfortable with the wrestler, you're going to produce more and you're going to have better matches. So with AJ, I've already wrestled him 100 times. It's going to be 101. It's just going to be that much better.
All right, we can stop it there.
And then they asked, sorry, I just wanted to go on real quick, what his WrestleMania dream match would be, and he said it would be against Seth Rollins.
Oh,
which
did he?
I think,
oh,
yeah.
well, fuck. We can tie that into the next thing, too, so...
I was going to say, I think that would be fantastic.
Unfortunately, I don't think he's able to go anymore. But I'd say right now, on that roster, Seth Rollins is the guy. I watch how he is, what he does, his style.
See, I'm very conflicted right now because in the beginning he said some fucking dumb shit.
See, that's what I thought you'd enjoy
Said
about
some
it.
stupid shit. And now he's saying some smart shit. So I think he's had too many bumps to the head. So he goes in and out of like, making sense and being totally crazy. So I think that's what's going on here.
He's the guy
Would,
that,
I mean,
raised
tell me though, would you mind to see like him versus Seth Rollins at
The only guy that I
Mania?
know
I think it'd be really good.
or exceed him is AJ.
Anyways,
All right,
then
yeah.
the rest of the shit's kind of boring.
All right, look, you want to hear my response to his shit?
Yes.
To him talking about Shawn Michaels. Here's my response. This is my response.
Not good. Uh-oh. Not good for Kane or Murdoch. I know what you want me to say. More not good.
And here we go. Fuck you, Kurt Angle. You suck.
Come on though, like I may not like the guy, but
Don't you dare
watch
ever. Don't you dare ever talk about Shawn Michaels like that.
watch his match versus Brock Lesnar at whatever WrestleMania something where Brock, damn near killed himself. That
Oh,
match
with the was that the
the botch shooting star.
yeah.
That honestly is one of my all-time favorite matches ever.
I mean, that's cool. I mean, I know he's a good wrestler, but there's some things that you just don't you don't say. You know what I mean?
Even though everybody knows it to be true.
Look, to be on a completely serious note, Shawn Michaels is the fucking greatest wrestler. There's a reason, and you know what? Here, we'll just go into this video now. Shawn makes such a great point here, and it's absolutely true. But I mean, I love Seth Rollins. I think he's the greatest thing now. But this is where it's at right here.
But you need to be talking about Seth Rollins.
You know something? I got to tell you, if I had a nickel for every guy who was supposedly the next me, dude, I'd be a billionaire. All right? And the most amusing thing to me, the thing that never seems to escape me, is that's what you guys, that's what y'all do. You and so many others, you aspire to be the next Shawn Michaels. I mean, that's what's so funny to me is that you're perfectly happy being called version 2. And you know something, the difference between guys like you and guys like me, it never once occurred to me ever in my career to ever be the second coming of anybody.
I love Seth Rollins' face.
And I guess that's because foolishly I was too busy becoming the greatest wrestler who ever lived.
There you go. 100% true.
I bet you his mom put a sticker on his lunchbox that said
But
the same
enough
thing.
about
She was
me, I
100%
digress.
correct.
I think you should be less concerned with me anyway, because it's my understanding that there's like this 7-foot demon.
All right, yeah, we can fade it off there. But yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Shawn Michaels is considered to be the best by everyone else who's the fucking best. You know what I mean? Like, Shawn Michaels is the goddamn man. Fuck you, Kurt Angle. All right? I hope you never get your goddamn return. Fuck
think,
outta here.
he makes sense. But, well, I guess
AJ
it
Styles-
makes sense with the wrestling part,
Look,
like,
AJ
of course.
Styles, he's a bad dude, don't get me wrong. He can be, like, the next, like, where Shawn was in terms of,
Yeah.
like, ability and, like, that guy, like the high flyer kind of whatever, and doing all this crazy shit, like he can fucking carry a match. But you're not going to be Shawn Michaels. Fucking, there isn't another Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels is like Michael Jordan. Okay, you're going to have your fucking Kobe Bryants that come along, going to have your LeBron James. But here's the thing, dude. Jordan was Jordan for a fucking reason. Like, you can't touch that much. Even if this guy got more points career-wise, or this guy did more of this, or whatever. There's a difference in the way that Jordan handled the ball, the way he
helped the
controlled
Toon
his
Squad
team.
win, right?
There you go. The way he fucking beat aliens from outer space. Like, there's a reason why he's that great. It doesn't matter if the fucking, if any of that shit comes up, if anyone beats his records, he's still the fucking he's number one, period, to the end of time. Shawn Michaels, while some may not agree, he is the Michael Jordan of WWE for sure.
I feel like you have just written the next Looney Tunes movie, all right? They come down and have a wrestling tournament with
There
the
you go.
aliens. And Shawn Michaels helps them.
You just got to come out of retirement.
They'll
Jesus
be like, Bugs
Christ.
Bunny will be like, come on. And he's like, all right, this one match.
Oh God, dude. Yeah, I don't like.
You're welcome, Hollywood.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, I think it's I don't know. I completely disagree with that. AJ is great in his own right. Seth Rollins is great in his own right. They're not going to touch Shawn Michaels. No one's going to touch Shawn anytime soon. I don't see anyone current that's as great as what Shawn was, because here's the thing. You're not going to find anyone who's going to say Shawn was bad in the ring.
It's true.
You know?
He did innovate a lot of stuff. I mean, like I said, I'm not a huge Michaels fan, but I don't hate him
retarded.
either, you know? But he really, I mean, I don't think WWE or like high flyers, cruiserweights, or anything like that would be where they are nowadays without like a lot of his influence.
Well,
you
yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Of course, like the sarcastic, like overly into himself heel either. Like I think he has just like made that a thing. Like
Well, that's the thing is he was
professional
great
wrestling.
in the ring, and he was great on the. He was perfect everywhere. Fucking knock it off, knock it off,
Sorry.
put it away.
Bad dog.
So yeah, Michaels is great. Fuck this shit. I'm tired of everyone. Oh, it's the next Michaels. Fuck off. No, he's not. Michaels is Michaels. Suck my dick. The final thing I want to talk about, CM Punk. So I know,
gosh.
I know a lot of people don't like the UFC or a lot of wrestling fans don't like the UFC or whatever.
It's too slow.
How's
That's
what?
I hear. No, that's what I hear. Like I read a lot of the shit on Facebook. I don't know.
I don't understand. Okay, those are probably people like, oh, when it goes to the ground, it's gay.
Yeah.
Like-
oh, look at that. They're loving each other. It's like watching a gay
Look, dude,
porn.
the
Like,
UFC is bad as shit. The thing is, though, is CM Punk quit, and now all of a sudden he's in the UFC. A lot of people disagree with that because he got a shot straight away. Because the UFC is kind of like the NFL, or not. NFL's a really bad example because there's not like fucking. So it's not. It's kind of like the MLB. There's minor leagues. There's little league. There's all that shit. You got all this shit. I guess we could go back to NFL. There's fucking midget football. But. It's one of those things where a lot of guys, they have to build up their name. They have to get a good record. You have to get
At
noticed.
least Lesnar. Sorry, I mean, anyways, go on.
Well, yeah, but Lesnar, he did fight in another
He
organization.
did like college, I think, collegiate.
Well, he
wrestling.
did that, but he did fight in another organization.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he had one fight with, I can't remember what organization it was, but he had one fight and beat the shit out of the dude.
The more you know.
Yeah, so, anyway, see, a lot of people give him shit because he just jumped the line. But again, it's because, he was good friends with Dana White. They'd always asked him, you ever think about doing this? They knew he did try, he would do jiu-jitsu every great once in a while. But anyway, the reason I bring it up is he's going to be fighting, let's see, not this Saturday, but next Saturday. So we will have a podcast after that. We'll probably talk about it again. But the thing is, like, you can't talk about it. You can't not talk about it because it's CM Punk.
Yeah.
Arguably one of the biggest stars ever in the WWE, period.
He probably walked away from a $1.5 million contract.
And he just walked away. He's gone. He fucking left it all behind, says he's not coming back. I don't know if I believe him.
I did watch another thing, and he was like, I kind of take that back. Like right now, he has no intentions of coming back, but he's like, you honestly never know, like what the future, will hold.
Yeah.
And, I mean, Vince McMahon has done some crazy shit. Like that guy has made people come back.
See,
that
I think
honestly never.
I don't know if his problem was with Vince as much as it was with Triple H.
Yeah,
which is the problem
true.
because
Trips
who the
is-
fuck is taking over? You know what I mean? Steph and
I
Triple
do
H.
like what Triple H is doing with it now, but yeah, I guess that could be a problem.
Yeah, if you can bring CM Punk back, that would be fantastic. But yeah, so the guy, he's fighting in UFC in 2 weeks.
What's his
fucking
record?
0-0.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Both of
no,
them?
he hasn't fought in anything.
Oh, man.
He's not had one. So they've got this documentary called The Evolution of Punk, and it's like I guess it's a 4-part series, and one comes out every week. So their last one's out next week, and it's pretty good because it starts day one that he fucking starts training, and then it kind of jumps around a little bit, But he's been training for 2 years at this place called Rufus Sport. And Rufus, his name's Duke Rufus. He's a fucking phenomenal trainer. Like
Silly ass name.
He handles dudes like Ben Askren. And if you don't know Ben Askren, he's not in the UFC. But Ben Askren is a guy who, if he got into the UFC, he would fucking destroy his weight class. The dude is a fucking monster. But that's the guy that not a lot of people like because he's straight up a wrestler. And wrestling is the best base for the UFC because if you can take someone down and you have that much power, wrestlers are fucking strong as shit.
Yeah.
And like usually,
I like the takedown. I'm a big
usually
fan of
wrestlers have been the most dominant ones for the UFC. Like George St. Pierre, Matt Hughes, all those guys were always like big wrestlers, and they fucked people up. And anyway, so fucking yeah, he trains with Ben Askren. He trains with Anthony Pettis. Anthony Pettis is a fucking badass dude. He's been kind of on a downhill slope, but that's not, you know, the trainer's fault, anything like that. But he's training with some bad motherfuckers, and he's been training with them for fucking 2 years. So, I mean, they've showed some kind of sketchy, like, punches being thrown and shit like that. Like, he's not looking that great, and he keeps getting fucking injured because he's almost fucking 40. But the thing is he's had this shit. He's had years of having his ass whooped in WWE, and he's got
WWE. They do like 300 days a year, right?
Oh yeah, no, and you don't get time to heal, and fucking
Yeah.
he's got 1,000 concussions, and you know he's broken a bunch of shit or whatever, and he's been wrestling forever. So he's going into the UFC. He's doing it like the opposite. You should have went to the UFC, which is way less taxing on your body training wise than WWE, who you're just going. Like it may not be as physical. You're not getting punched in the fucking head. I mean, you probably catch one here and there, but you're not getting punched in the head fucking constantly. You're not having people threatening to break your arm, you know, and you get time off. You know, this you go and go and go and go and go. So anyway, his debut's in a couple weeks. You know, this video is kind of relevant, but yeah, if you haven't watched it, check out the Evolution of Punk. That thing's great.
So you said like both of them were going in at 0-0? Like
No, the other.
oh,
The other guy's 1-0, or he might be 2-0 because they picked him up in an indie like kind of organization type thing. But I think it was pro still. I don't know if it was an amateur fight, but I think it was pro. So
I
he
was
might
just
be
wondering if they were maybe feeding him like a
No, they're trying to
guy.
get him a guy of his same thing, his same record. So I think the guy has one fight. I'm pretty sure his name's Mickey Gall, and they went because Dana White has a show called Looking for a Fight or some shit like that, where he goes to these smaller promotions and he looks and he finds kids that kind of look promising, gives them a UFC contract, see how they do. So Mickey Gall, they did that. So they were looking at that fight. They weren't even, I don't know if they were interested in him or not, but he grabs the mic, and this is like his first win or whatever. And he's like, I want that CM Punk fight. I know Dana's here. Give it to me. So they brought him to the UFC and had him fight some guy, and he chokes the dude out. And the fight was to see who's going to fight Punk. And so they, he chokes the dude out, and he gets it. So anyway, CM Punk versus Mickey Gall, September 10th.
I'm not having high hopes for Punk.
I don't know, man.
I like Punk. I love Punk. And
a lot of
everything,
people are saying that he's going to surprise people and that he's going to do a lot better than people think.
Yeah, I guess a lot of people didn't have high hopes for Lesnar either. You know, when he jumped ship.
But here's the thing, though: Lesnar's a fucking animal or a beast, one could say. But there's this video of CM Punk. It's very relevant. It's like the latest thing he's put out. So we'll go out on this. You know, like I said, please. Like, subscribe, whatever. Listen to our shit. Comment.
What you like, what you don't like.
Yeah, exactly. Give us some fucking feedback, you pieces of shit. So here's this video of CM Punk talking about critics and what's gonna happen and all this shit. So toodles.
Who cares? I focus on me. I focus on the positive. You know, anybody who's being negative, I think that says more about them than it does about me. Will I be doing any wrestling moves in the octagon? I don't know, man. Dan Henderson dropped a pretty mean flying elbow on Bisping one time, but we'll see if the opportunity presents itself. You never know what you'll see. My greatest strength in the octagon, probably my chin and my heart. You know, I'm in this for the long haul. I'm there to fight. How will my UFC debut compare to my WWE debut? Well, I'm going to win. I did that in WWE. And I think the live crowd in Cleveland. Those that are cheering for me are going to be super, super happy. And I think those who initially start maybe booing me by the end of the fight, I think they're going to be on their feet cheering my name.
Whoa. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I didn't call you idiots. I called you stupid idiots.